Welcome to My Lines, brought to you by Colin Boynton. This week I am reflecting on the world today. One thing I've noticed which seems to have gotten so large is the reliance we have on the mobile phone. Some people seem to be unable to live without it in their hand and either hold it up to their ear or have to stroll and text. To start this latest episode of my poetry podcasts, the place where I share my world of words, I will begin with a piece called Mobile Lives. Everybody's walking round, a phone up to the ear, or fingers tapping on a screen. They neither see nor hear the world that's all around them as life goes rushing by. They have no time to stop and talk, no matter how they try. We're all becoming strangers to people that we see. We know their numbers on the phone, whoever they may be. We cannot put the voices to faces we should know. We do not know the faces of the people on the go. We've all become quite insular in our lives today. We live our lives by mobile phones. Is this the modern way? The modern way to live our lives? The modern way to be? With little conversations and no community. We live in a very diverse world with so many differences all around. My next poem this week is called Differences. Why don't people of the world see through different eyes? Hear the different things I hear, the hellos and goodbyes. Spoken in a different voice, the meaning is the same. We each of us are different, yet live by the same name. We need to live in harmony. We need to live in peace. Put aside our differences. Hostilities might cease. What is it makes the world go round? Gives life variety? All the differences we have? How can it really be? Accept each other's differences and still put them aside. Live together peacefully and live life side by side. The next piece speaks for itself and is simply called Chaos. In the midst of all this chaos that everyone calls life, is there ever really an escape from all the stress and strife? A day out in the countryside, a step out in the sun, a breath of country fresh air, just as the day's begun. We haven't learnt from history and errors from our past. We seem to make the same mistakes too many times, too fast. Life becomes more faster the more that years go by. No one sees the worried look, no one hears the cry. We struggle through the madness, living day to day. We wonder what tomorrow is going to bring our way. Sit and listen carefully. The birds are in the trees, and there among the flowers hear the buzzing of the bees. Listen very carefully before you rush around. Maybe you can learn something from this gentle sound. Life can be so gentle, not full of so much stress. Time to move more slowly and get out of the mess. The mess that is a chaos, the chaos that is life, and life will be more easy without the stress and strife. As I've grown older, I have noticed so much that has changed over the years, and this continues to happen year by year. This next piece is called The Winds of Change. The winds of change are blowing across the world today. I don't know what is happening, and I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can do except accept what's going on, the changes that affect me now. Some old things have now gone. It isn't always easy to accept the things that's new. The older that we all become, what are we to do? The winds of change are blowing through storms of troubled times, bringing many changes with no reasons or no rhymes. I take a look around me at the world I see around. I might not like the things I see with changes I have found. Am I just an old man now, or do you feel this way about the wind of changes that's blowing every day. Do we all have a dream of how we would like things to be? For my final piece this week, I will leave you with one called If I Ruled the World. If I ruled the world, the first thing would be peace. Wars and troubles everywhere, all would have to cease. Love and understanding would have to take its place. There should not be this hatred across the human race. What has happened to us? What have we become? Allowing hate to happen while acting blind and dumb. Some people overtaken by selfishness and greed, taking everything they want, not taking what they need. With fear and hatred banished, we all could live quite free, not fearing what might happen or fearing what might be. We all have one beginning, we all have just one end, but in between we're different, but same things to defend. We're sharing the same sunshine, we're sharing the same rain, sharing the same happiness and sharing the same pain. Why can't we live together without all this fear? Why have we let this happen to all that we hold dear? If I ruled the world with so much to be done, I'd have to live forever before this fight was won. Don't forget, you can now listen to my podcasts old and new on YouTube, as well as all other popular podcast platforms. I hope you've enjoyed my choice for this week's episode. The books I've written are available either from myself or direct from my publishers. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me once again next time for another episode of My Lines.